It's working. Cool. Hello, everyone. We are the Dreamcoders, and my name is Olutoye Irizami.
Myself, Sumit Malviya.
Myself, Smriti.
And we are here to present to you not with a solution, but with a problem. From what we've seen, or for what we've researched, in 2018, a chemical spill occurred in the River Tees. This released sodium cyanide into the water and killed thousands of aquatic wildlife. And in 2019, excess nutrients were found to be in the River Eden, causing algal blooms. This restricted oxygen and made sure that the river was deoxygenated and diminished biodiversity in the area. And now in 2020, the pollution of the River Wye due to agricultural practices became large public concern, but despite that, it is still being dealt with today. So our solution is based on a three-step plan in order to ensure that these things don't occur ever again. The first step is education, the second step is communication, and the third step is incentive. Education involves educating citizen scientists in order to collect accurate data samples or educating people in order to make sure that they are aware of these occurrences in their local areas in order so they can start being involved in these situations because it's not up to the government for them to deal with these situations. It's up to us, the local community, in order to help ourselves. And the second step is communication. Despite the fact that we all are independent people, we all should act together as one. So we believe that setting up a platform where citizen scientists, the local community, local government, or either environmental agencies can all come together and elaborate on how to deal with these solutions collectively. And the third step is incentive, providing an incentive for people in order for them to actually see and grasp the level of complexity that these solutions have on our societies, and we ensure that data would be visualized and delivered to necessary stakeholders and act as a reporting system so every single person can understand what's actually going on in these communities. So we introduced Ecolab. Ecolab is similar to E. coli, which is one of the major problems we face in pollution today. And it is a platform which allows for all the steps I've shown for education, for educating people, for communication with the wider community, and to make sure that every single person is involved in all of these steps. It involve, yeah, it involves a chatbot system which allows for accessibility for every single person, whether they're a scientist, a researcher, or a normal average Joe, or whether they are even a someone in local government who has no idea about the situations but really wants to learn and wants to grasp these things. Ecolab also features an AI-driven analysis system. These analysis system essentially would take data from either ArcGIS or whether they take data from Stream, and they bring them together and shows a trends. And these trends essentially allow us to see what are the normal levels of nutrients in the water, normal levels of how the water should be and what they are now. And these allow us to compare and contrast, right, to easily find these solutions quickly. And in addition to that, we also feature a 3D topological system which allows sources, like direct sources of data direct sources of pollution to be able to identify it quickly. Because I understand that despite the fact that we know that there's pollution in the river, there's different solubles, there are all these different nutrients. Identifying the sources of these nutrients would be critical in order to properly find an accurate solution. Cool. And now we introduce you to Walter, the personal AI assistant, which will help improve the ease of access to these materials.
So here is my role. So like this is a eco lab. Well, okay, let me. Okay, yeah. So they come up with the idea, and I have to implement that. So this is our website, Ecolab, and I have collected the data from Open API. So this is a sample data from different rivers. So this is the location where I selected for the London. We can select multiple locations, but there is no functionality yet. But I'm going like in future we can give that. So these are the bacteria levels in these lakes. Like it's not looking good, but yeah. And these are the pH levels. And by machine learning model, I have predicted like in future what will be the predictions for bacteria labels. So these are the points like from last 5 data, what was the counts, and now it can be increased more. So government or community can think about it, and they can solve the problems previously, not like it can increase in future. So they will solve it now or in a week or in a month. So there is a map. Let me show you. Yeah. So these are the points where we have we have shown it like in Lincoln there are 20 bacteria. So it's like just showing as per the points. I don't know much about it. Yeah. And
Now-
next we have the AI bot where we can ask for the solutions or anything like it's like a bot. Its name is Walter. He gave it. Toy gave it.
It's mainly for education to introduce people to these things and to make sure they understand what's actually going on.
So we can ask anything. So example, I'm asking about. Let me check. Yeah. So we can ask. Yeah.
Water quality is a complex topic, and several factors influence it. Let's use rivers as an example to answer your query. Some key aspects to consider about water quality in rivers are: one, source of water. The cleanliness of the source water is crucial to begin with. While rivers obtain water from tributaries, if these sources are polluted,
So I don't think everyone wants to listen everything. So yeah, let me refresh it again. So here it is. Like by this AI bot, people can do in ChatGPT also, on Google also. But in future, we can give the communications with the researchers, with the authors or governments. Like if I have a society, there is a problem, then I can solve the issue for the rivers, or community can solve the issue. Like someone has to come, right? Government can come up, or society will come up, like they can use their money. So it's for that. And one of the thing we are going to take up in the future is to build it more. And we don't know the UI yet. So yeah, this is from my side.
Cool. Thank you. So as you see, Walter is already partially operational, but in the future, as we have more time, we will be able to fully implement him into any system for any device to be used by anyone of any age and of any experience level. Amazing. So, what is the outcome of this project? The outcome is a platform which allows for data transparency between citizen scientists, environmental agencies, and a whole load of other communities to be able to come together and be able to share and think and provide solutions to these problems. We plan to implement data standardization with these wider communities through the education platform because, in a way, different people doing different things isn't really cooperative. So if we have this one solution, this one this one system where everyone can sort of go through the same thing and think of their own methods and their own ways to do things, we can have a solution. We can have different solutions, different ideas, and different ways to actually combat this issue. Another outcome we hope to provide is provide data analysis tools through Walter, through the chatbot system, through the analysis, through the predictions, through everything in order to ensure that these solutions are properly tackled. And most importantly, we plan to incite the necessary action to be able to take in to reduce water pollution, as regardless of where it is, regardless of whether it's in the UK or in America, water pollution is a serious issue that we should all take into consideration no matter who we are. Are there any questions?
What did you use for your chatbot?
Sorry?
What did you use for your chatbot?
We use OpenAI's normal chatbotting system, but naturally, as we go on to improve ourselves, as we have more time to develop these things, the chatbot would be more sensitized to water data and water analysis. But for now, we just use OpenAI system.
Sorry.
Right.
I think for me, it's impressive that everyone I've seen so far today is that you guys, or not just your group, but every group are water scientists. It's not just what your degrees in. And you all got these really great ideas with that knowledge that's really helps feedback in anyway. Because even you going on about the kind of doing sort of machine learning analysis, well, I can think of plenty of equations for analysing satellite imagery, to look at algal blooms, to see what algal blooms are happening, and that sort of stuff that you could easily feed into it. So it's great to see you come up with these ideas and doing that bit of background research, even though you're not experts, and being brave enough to present them. That's what these guys were saying about you're asking about have you added weight to it. Well, no, you wouldn't know that because not your background, but it's good because that gives the idea to know well, how you can see it can be done in a computer system, which is always great to see. So I think that's everyone as well, not just you guys, it's very impressive.
Thank you.
How did you predict the vaccine levels? You took the last 5 samples, you said. Did you incorporate weather or anything like that into the prediction?
So there was a sample data. So just like by ML model, it's like a linear regression method.
Yeah.
I have implemented that, so I got the counts for the predictions. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.